Hey y'all. Um gonna play a video. It's from Fox News. It was yesterday. It's something that I've been knowing for years. Then seen it happen over and over and over again for years, but now it's not hidden anymore. As soon as the current administration took over, everybody knew the floodgates open. The marches from south of the border, and they coming across the bridge with all the flags, and then had their little camps on the other side, and then come through Del Rio and the Rio Grande Valley, and through far Hebronville, come all through and as far as PHARR. That's the way it's not FAR. So you're like far, yeah, but it's still pronounced the same. And everything. And I remember putting up the videos from the bus stations here, and where the charter buses, and they piling the illegals on them, and even had Border Patrol running what would you call it? Driving in front of the buses, like escorting. Yeah, escorting the buses to parts unknown. I know some went up to North Texas, Oklahoma. I got the video. I put up the video from when they were flying the unmarked jets, which were telling me they're government jets, into Tennessee and unloading them off in the middle of the night. They done South Carolina that I know of, South Carolina, Indiana, Tennessee. I'm having a brain cramp with the planes, and then buses. I probably can't even keep up with the buses. Well, now they're hitting them up into New York, and it's just not going to stop. And most people really don't understand and see the gravity of what's actually happening here. And like I already told, I've been saying this for years too, to what's considered the African American Negro, you're done. Well, you've been done, but now they're just accelerating it, if you will. I say your replacements are here. The segment, a certain segment of Americans, your replacements are here. You've pretty much worked it. Well, not worked. You pretty much voted yourselves into obscurity, but that's a whole different, totally different video for a different time. So let me just go ahead and play this Fox deal here, and we can go on from there.
Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas maintaining they are enforcing the law. But do these mass releases tell a different story? Texas Department of Public Safety Lieutenant Chris Oliveras joins us now. Thank you very much for being here with us, sir. We do want to mention that we did call Secretary Mayorkas and have yet to hear back. He is welcome to join. He says that they maintain, I should say, that they are following the law. But we see these images that Bill just showed us. We see these images of planes landing in the dark of night, no information about them in suburban New York. Do they tell a different story?
They are not following the law. They're not even close to following the law. There is nothing Look at they got these slicks. There's another slick right there. That one looks like a slick. I know it'll have a tail number on it, but that's about it. They've been doing, I mean, that was one of the first things this current administration started doing as soon as he was sworn in. The floodgates open. And most of them aren't really going to show their size and scope right away. They got to get their housing and paperwork in order first, and then they will start flexing. And there's going to be a whole bunch of people, both black, white, and Hispanic Democrats that voted for this administration. Gonna be, oh my goodness, what have we done? You know, yeah, but the we is us that know better as well. You get drugged down with them, even though you knew what was happening and you spoke out against it. You're racist, you're a hater, you're a coon, you're this and that and other, da 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 da. So basically, they want to drag you into the burning building with them. Onward.
Well, good afternoon, Senator. Thanks for having me on. So it does tell a different story, and the data shows that.
Oh, yeah. And this trooper, sir, young man, you are a brave man. And I'll leave it at that.
Just what, Bill Malusian just touched on as far as the 59% that were actually expelled for Title 42. That goes to show you that there's thousands that are coming across the border right now that are being released to the country. Just for the month of December, over 175,000 apprehensions. And then we talk about the reinstatement of remain in Mexico. From what I understand, several hundred were actually deported under that policy. And of course, that's not very effective. That's not making an impact on what we're seeing right now on the southern border, and especially with our men and women of DPS are having to deal with on a daily basis. Bill Malusian just showed a video right there of one of our state troopers having to interdict a human smuggler. We saw 59 illegal immigrants that came out of that vehicle. We're dealing with that on a constant basis. So the data does show a different story as far as what's being put out by the federal government right now.
It was really amazing to me to hear the governor yesterday say that if we're not going to get the federal help we need, and that if the Biden administration is not going to get on board tackling this crisis.
What you're about ready to see right here, this is common. This is common in the southern part of Texas, especially in the far southwest and south central and south. This is common. I've actually at one time I had 3 belly dumps that was used for this, because y'all know I'm a DPS contractor. Sitting in my impound yard while the investigation was ongoing on whether the trucking company was part of it or they were stolen, and they were stolen. They done their investigation, because most aggregate companies, you have a couple of big giant behemoth aggregate companies, but those aren't the ones they target for theft. They target the individual, the owner operator, the guy that got 1, 2, 3 trucks. You know what I mean? Them the ones that they target for theft, and they use them for transport. And then when they get to where they're going, they just dump them. But the part where you get them, where the cops then got hip, because those trucks move gravel, rock, dirt, stuff like that. Is there any road construction in this area? Now, see, where they was getting away with it pretty heavy in our area is because of the oil field. They're always moving material, building bases, new drilling sites and all that other stuff. So they just blend in. But when they go in areas like this, there's no road construction out here. What the hell is a belly dump doing all the way out here? And you light them up and turn out it's one that's stolen, that's transporting illegals.
Then we're going to take this into our own hands. In fact, the governor says we already are. And what does that mean for resources, knowing that you've already got your hands tied and you're overwhelmed at the border?
Right. So, Senator, I was present yesterday at that border conference.
You see the trooper backed up when he see all these people start coming out, because most of the time they're by themselves. These troopers are on an island by themselves out here in the middle of nowhere, where sometimes and some people have no idea how big Texas is. And in some spots, a trooper will tell you the closest help, the closest another trooper that get to run wide open full speed, he still may be 45 minutes away. He still may be an hour away, and you're by yourself and you got 54 people coming out of a belly dump. I've then had troopers even tell me sometimes that some of them be armed. Now, if they decide to rush you when you by yourself, you got your pistol. You know, even if you can get to your M4, you can get to your M4, and which you probably can. But the odds of you stopping 54 people, now most of the time that ain't the way it go, because you pop a couple of them, the rest normally run. But then you know the system that you're in. This political system that you're in, even if they decided to rush you and you shot and killed some to protect yourself, this government is going to try to put that state trooper in jail. The public he will be tried in the court of public opinion. Oh, shooting on the unarmed, defenseless, and the same sloth mouth shine, that same shine, don't realize, shine, you're gonna be the first one to go. You're going to be I don't understand why the shine don't realize this immigration thing, it ain't for you to be supporting shine. Onward.
With the governor as well today with the AGs. I got to spend some time with them, hear their concerns. And of course, some of the AGs did mention this not only affects the state of Texas, it affects the entire country. So every state is a border state because these individuals that are coming across, the drugs, the fentanyl that's coming across is not staying in Texas, is going to other states. Now, as what the governor touched on, that's why he launched Operation Lone Star back in March of 2021, because the federal government failed to take any action to secure the border. And that's why the state of Texas stepped in and provided all these resources with state troopers, National Guard, to secure the border. And that's what we've been doing from the very beginning. And the numbers show the impact that we're making in trying to secure the border.
Thank you for doing your job. Thank you for what you do. The governor also in that meeting yesterday blaming TikTok for human trafficking and the crisis at the border. Big angles to this story. Thank you very much, sir, for your time.
Appreciate it, Sandra. Thank you.
I'll say what I always said. They should all be treated just like you would be treated if you were caught entering their country illegally, period. And I'll leave it at that. I declare that the southern border, that it should be a free fire zone. And I'll leave it at that. Y'all be good and be safe. Bye.